I pushed open the door and saw a glimmer of hope before me. I grabbed the plane's handrail and leaped onto the roof. Hanging 10,000 meters above the ground, I felt not a shred of fear. I clung to the antenna and crawled forward inch by inch, struggling to make my way onto the wing. But when I finally found the fuel tank cap, the real test had only just begun. I pounded frantically on the window. I took the bottle of hard liquor my boyfriend handed me from the cabin. I bit off the cap in one go, intending to pour the liquor into the fuel tank, but suddenly the plane lurched violently. I nearly got thrown off. My boyfriend inside the cabin saw this and handed me another bottle of hard liquor. This time I didn't dare to be careless. After biting off the cap, I successfully poured the liquor into the fuel tank. I told my boyfriend to keep bringing more and poured it all in. By the time I finished the last bottle and crawled back into the cabin, I was still trembling with fear. My boyfriend's shout snapped me back to reality. I rushed forward and discovered that after pouring several bottles of liquor into the fuel tank, the plane's fuel gauge had actually started to rise, and the plane was flying exceptionally smoothly. The effect was indistinguishable from aviation fuel, but the plane hadn't flown very far when a sense of unease washed over me. The sky ahead was pitch black. Dark clouds rolled in, crackling with lightning, as if the apocalypse lay ahead. But to stay on course, we had no choice but to plunge right into it. A sudden flash of lightning terrified my boyfriend. He fled the pilot's seat, leaving me to take control. But the moment I took over, lightning erupted all around us once more. The entire plane began to spin out of control. It looked like we were about to lose it completely. I had no choice but to close my eyes and take a desperate gamble. I yanked the control stick back with all my might. The fuselage pitched up to 70 degrees, climbing frantically toward the sky. We broke through the dark clouds, escaping the storm's eye into higher airspace. At that moment, we made the most fatal mistake. Because we climbed too high, I suffered severe oxygen deprivation. My consciousness began to fade. I collapsed onto the control stick. The plane began to plummet rapidly. If we kept falling like this, we would surely die. At the most critical moment, my boyfriend shook me awake. We managed to stabilize the plane just in time, but we had completely lost our bearings. To make matters worse, the compass had failed. Just then, my boyfriend suddenly thought of something.